All right, family. So this whole time I've been saying this was a 5-part video series, but I've actually consolidated the last two. I just called the last minute audible to make it a 4-part video series. And this last part is how to get your real estate deals funded every single time. This is the secret to closing unlimited deals, regardless of money, regardless of credit, and regardless of your experience. I'm gonna break that down in this video. And I've broken this down dozens of times. You can probably find it all over my YouTube video or YouTube channel, excuse me. But I wanted to shoot a new video breaking this down specifically in the context of the previous 3 mechanisms I've given you. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So we touched on in the last video how to use the calculator in order to make offers. But if you noticed in that calculator, I broke down very clearly what the banks are looking for. And the formula that the banks are looking for, I'll type here, is the ARV times 70% minus construction costs equals the MAO, which is the Max Allowable Offer. All right, now this is already inside of the deal calculator that I gave you, but I wanted to make sure that it was here. So number 1 is that the deal fits the bank's formula. That formula is literally from the bank. If you submit to the bank a deal that fits that formula, they are going to fund it. They're going to try their best to fund it 90% LTV, which means they give you 90% of the money, and 100% of the construction costs. So you only got to come to the table with 10% closing costs, and then if you're safe like me, you want to have reserves. All right, so number 1 is to make sure that it fits the bank's formula. All right, number 2, and I should make this a checklist actually. I could do that at the end. I'll highlight it and convert it to a checklist. All right, but number 2, the deal fits the bank's formula. You get a proof of funds from the bank. They're excited about it. Now it's time for them to do what's called underwrite you. Now, when they underwrite you, I'm saying you as in the buyer. The buyer should always, every time you buy a real estate deal, should be an LLC. And not the LLC that we formed in the first video, but it should actually be a subsidiary, an LLC specifically for that property. And that's gonna be step 2. We're gonna form an LLC specifically for this project. This might be the most important step, to be honest with you. I like to name it after the project. So I'll put IE 123 Main Street Project LLC. So we name it after the project. Now, why are we doing this? Well, we want this LLC specific function to be to buy, flip, renovate, rent, whatever, this particular property. Now, I'm not going to get into the tax reasons why. I'm not going to get into the liability or legal reasons why. But today specifically, we're going to talk about the partnership. But today specifically, we're going to talk about the partnership structure hack. And this is how you get funded every single time with the best terms to make sure you have the best deals and create the best profitability for your business. So when you're forming an LLC for the project, it allows you to have any members that you want on this LLC. And now the bank, when they're underwriting the buyer, is now underwriting a business entity, not a person. Okay, so I'm actually gonna make that number 2. Purchase property with a business, I don't know why I would do capitals, and not a person. Cool. So we have an LLC, which is a business, it's not a person. Now we can add whoever we want. So the bank is gonna want you to have a 650 credit or higher. They will close with that with whack terms. A 680 credit score, good terms, right? These are average market terms, nothing special. These are the terms that you're seeing people say, oh, rates are like this, like that's what you're gonna get. If you want great terms, 700 credit or higher. You get great terms. Okay, I'm gonna put a little exclamation there. Now, Art, my credit's only this much, my credit's only that much. I've literally added people to the LLC just for the sake of being a credit partner so that I can get the best terms and save money. People, my clients, have literally added me to their LLC just so they can get the best terms possible. So the reason why we have a new LLC for every property is so that you can potentially use new partners in order to be the ideal avatar for the bank. Okay? So your next step is going to be to find a credit partner. Now this could be you. Okay? When I say find a partner, you can just find it in yourself. This doesn't mean you need all these people. You might have a great credit score. You can skip this step. You are the credit partner. Congrats. Number 8, 5 or more properties experience. This is going to get you the best terms as well. This is going to get you the strongest LTV. You can have the credit, the money, and a great deal. If you have 5 properties or less, they will not give you 90% of the money. They might give you 85. I've even seen 87.5. They're not going to give you 90%. If you have 5 or more properties on your resume in the last 36 months, let me put that, 5 or more properties experience in the last 36 months, they will fund that deal. Okay? Well, Art, I don't have 5 or more properties experience. Well, you think my next one's gonna be find an experienced partner. Now, this might be you. In our program, I offer up me and my company as an experienced partner to our clients. So all of our clients get 90% LTV because I sign on the loan with them for them to do their first deal. Okay? Again, they're high paying clients. So it's the least I can do along with all the other services, that we offer them inside of our program. Okay? That's true partnership. All right? So if you don't have experience, find an experienced partner. And then last but not least, cash to close. What do you think is going to be after that? You guessed it. If you don't have any money or you're limited on capital, you can stretch your capital and you can infinitely, unlimited deals, regardless of money, credit, or experience. This is how you get deals funded every time. You can find a capital partner. Okay? This is as easy as saying, hey, I'm flipping this house. Hey, I'm buying this rental. It's going to make this much money. I want to split this money with you, but I need from you this much money. Very simple. So in an example, if you have a deal that's making $100K and you give $2,000, call it $5,000 of the profits to the credit partner. Now you're down to 95. I like to use on my experienced partners when I first got started, I used my contractors. So they were already getting paid contracting, so I didn't have to pay them a fee. But let's say they don't. You could say, I'm going to give you $10,000, right? Or I'm going to give you 2% of the deal. Let's call it 5 again, even 5,000. Now we're down to $90,000 that I'm paying partners, but I'm making 90 and I already didn't use my own credit or my own experience. And then cash, you can say, I'm going to give you 50% of the profits. If I'm making 90, I give you 45 because you put the money up and I make 45 and I didn't even put my own money, credit, or experience up. This is how you're able to scale an unlimited business. This is what we've done at United Home Relief. This is how we were able to immediately go from flipping 0 houses a year to 5 houses a year. Immediately. In our first year, 2020, we flipped 5 houses, okay, and purchased 7. This is how you do it right here. This video does not need to be long. You go through this checklist and I'm gonna, boom. This is how you close infinite deals unlimited. Now, if you're asking all these people to help you close a deal, do you think that having a brand like we talked about in the first video is gonna help? Absolutely, okay? Do you think knowing how to properly evaluate a deal so you know that there's enough money to be able to pay these potential partners is important? Absolutely, right? We're talking about the deal calculator. Do you think having constant deal flow so that before you even have a deal, you can go to these partners and say, hey, look how many properties I got coming through the pipeline. This one's gonna make this much. This one's gonna make that much. Listen, man, on my next one, I want you to partner with me. We could break some bread together. We could make some money together. Do you think that's important? Absolutely. And that's why these 4 videos, these 4 mechanisms, it's really 5, but I chopped it down to 4. That's why these 4 mechanisms are so important. We just taught you, we just broke down how you can achieve 100% financing where you come out of pocket nothing just by knowing how to execute these 4 mechanisms. Now, along with having a brand, you need to know what the hell you're doing. So education is important. Whether you're in our mastermind or mentorship group or someone else's, or you bought a course, you want to make sure that you're educated so that people can trust you, not just based on how pretty your logo is, but on your level of knowledge and ability. But when you combine all those things, you can literally print money. You can close unlimited deals. Okay? You can get deals funded every time. You can be an infinite deal buying machine, whether it's Airbnbs, Section 8, rentals, flips, wholesales. You can create a system to print money and make money consistently using other people's money, the bank's money, your 401k, business lines of credit, which all of this helps with as well. Business credit cards, life insurance policies, retirement accounts. This system works wherever you get the capital because you learned how to properly evaluate deals to make sure they're profitable to be able to use other money. You've evaluated the deal in a way that's attractive to the banks. You've built a brand in a way that's attractive to the banks. This formula repeatedly works for anybody, no matter where you are in your real estate journey. That's why I wanted to give you these 4 mechanisms, these 4 emails, these 4 videos, okay, with all this game so that you can go out there and begin to take action immediately, regardless of if you use us or another company to get your journey going. You have now what it takes to get started in the real estate space. Now, if you don't want to go on this journey alone and you are seeking mentorship or you are seeking partnership, we offer that in our partner program mastermind, which you can apply for below. It's not a good fit for everyone. We want to make sure that you are the right person that we like to work with and partner with to get you over that hump of closing your first real estate deal and ultimately unlimited real estate deals. But we got to make sure that we are on the same page with our goals, with our work ethic, etc. So you can click the link in this email and apply to become an official partner of United Home Relief and allow us to help you, mentor you, guide you, consult you into growing and scaling your real estate business. Additionally, attached in this email is going to be a list of the banks that will lend, okay, on these terms. I'm going to give you the banks that we've used that follow this exact formula that I broke down. There's about 3 or 4 of them. When you reach out to them, all I ask is that you tell them that Art sent you. I don't get anything back from it. I just want them to know that I sent you. So after watching these 5 videos, you have the deal evaluation calculator, you have the brand startup checklist, you have this checklist we just created on how to get your real estate deals funded every single time. You have a PropStream subscription, you have a lead warmer subscription to generate leads and deals. What else you got? You got text message scripts, and then you have a list of lenders. Okay, all in a matter of a few days just for being a part of the United Home Relief family. I hope this helps you achieve your goal of closing your next real estate deal within the next 90 days. And I can't wait to see you either inside of our partner program or inside of our free community or just in my email inbox because you decided to respond and be proactive and ask questions. All right, I look forward to connecting with you. I hope this helps. And again, peace and love. Make sure you like, share, subscribe on YouTube at United Home Relief, at Art Morrison III. Also on Instagram at Art Morrison III and United Home Relief, everywhere, LinkedIn, Twitter, or X, whatever it's called, all platforms. Be sure to find us on there because we're always kicking out massive value just like this. And we're passionate about helping people close their next real estate deal, again, within 90 days. But it's not just about closing that first one, but it's about creating a system of closing consistently and ultimately building massive wealth through real estate, which I truly believe everyone can do and everyone deserves. Again, Art Morrison III signing off. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.